Time Walk with Me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Time Walk with me. Today I thought I'd do something a little different and talk about this combo that I discovered. I'm sure I'm not the first to discover it, but I did figure it out on my own, just sort of looking at my cards. Being the special genius that I am, the combo involves these two creatures named Peregrine and Experimental Confectioner. Now, I posted about this combo on Facebook in a Magic group, and there was a lot of confusion about it, so I thought I would explain how the combo works, and explain the confusion, and explain why the confused people are wrong. Alright, so to start off the combo, Peregrine says if one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. And you can sacrifice 3 foods to draw a card. Experimental Confectioner, the top ability doesn't really matter too much. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. Whoopee. I guess that's good if you're starting off the combo with only 1 or 2 foods, because if Peregrine is already out and you cast Experimental Confectioner, you're going to make a food plus an additional food, so if you already had 1, you now have 3. And the main ability of Experimental Confectioner says, whenever you sacrifice a food, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. Now the way the combo works, you take your 3 foods, you sacrifice them to Peregrine to draw a card. That makes Experimental Confectioner's ability kick in 3 times. Whenever you sacrifice a food, create a 1/1 black rat creature. And you just sacrifice 3 foods, so you get 3 rats, right? I think the confusion here in the combo is they think that since you are sacrificing 3 foods at the same time, you're only creating 1 food when you create the 3 black rats. But notice the ability on Experimental Confectioner says whenever you sacrifice a food, not whenever you sacrifice 1 or more foods. So every food sacrificed gives you a 1/1 black rat. So when you sacrifice 3 foods to draw a card, you create 3 rats. When you create these 3 rats, Peregrine's top ability kicks in. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. Now remember that each of these rats are created separately. They're not all created at the same time. They're each triggered by the sacrifice of a food. So each rat comes with a food token. 3 rats, 3 foods. You can then take the 3 foods, sacrifice them again to Peregrine's ability. You get 3 rats, you get 3 foods. You can sacrifice the 3 foods to draw another card, and over and over and over again until you're tired of drawing cards. And you have 3 rats for every card you've drawn this way. So that is the combo, that is the confusion. Hopefully it makes sense to you now, and hopefully you agree with me that this is an infinite draw combo.